At 10 years old, Rebecca McClain became a world champion at the American Taekwondo Association's international tournament. She returned the next year and reclaimed the title.
She's never failed to impress me with whatever she decides to do. I mean, when she makes up her mind about something, you just need to get out of the way.
Rebecca is a petite-sized warrior, fierce, confident, and incredibly focused.
All I'm thinking is what I gotta do, and just do it right. You got this. If you mess up, it's okay, but all I'm thinking about is what to do and how to do it.
As Rebecca grew older, her competitive drive encountered a creative complement, thanks in part to her sister's involvement with the McKinney North Marching Band.
Honestly, it was really, really fun to go to games, get cold, and just see the entire band perform. I think one of my favorite performances was Spring Loaded, because it was just Taylor's first one. It was so inspiring, and I saw the color guard, and I saw them on that little podium doing this thing, and it was awesome.
And so began a new pursuit for Rebecca's well-disciplined talents, the color guard. And she didn't have to wait long to become involved. Color guard director Erica King has been recruiting middle school students for the past few years.
When we are establishing our program, we're not just looking for kids who can do the activity perfect. Right now, we are always trying to build a constant great culture and build the numbers of our program. So we have to start young. It's different when you've been in band and you've been playing your instrument since the 3rd grade. But a lot of the times we get kids who don't know what color guard is, and they get to high school and they're like, wow, I like this activity. I wish I had known about it sooner. Our 8th graders and 7th and 6th graders that have come up have been some of the most talented that I've seen. They definitely love to learn, and they're quick learners, which is really beneficial to everybody.
Rebecca auditioned for Miss King's color guard as a 7th grader.
And she came to me and she was like, Miss King, I don't know what I'm doing, but I really want to try. And so we gave her the flag, and she really just picked it up super quick. One day she didn't know anything, and the next day she was already tossing. So she was super eager to learn and very adamant about getting things correct.
It's not hard to see the similarities between the proficiency of Taekwondo weapons and the mastery of color guard equipment.
There are a lot of similar ways to move, meaning if you're doing a flag, it's very similar because I've been practicing the sword for 6 years. So knowing how to swing my arms, it just came naturally for me. So that was just a really big similarity.
When I was observing Rebecca and she was doing her Taekwondo, that takes a great deal of focus and not just determination, just your typical things that you think about, but the hand-eye coordination between that and color guard is really what I saw in similarities, because in this activity, there is a lot that you have to do that you can do without the flag, but when you start adding in those equipment elements, your hand-eye coordination is extremely important. To me, it's one of the most important things that you're gonna need, because not only is it for your safety, but that's how you're gonna get the execution that you want out of the choreography that you're gonna do.
Rebecca's dad noticed a major difference between the two skills.
She gets more of a range doing this than she did in Taekwondo, whereas it was ferocity, ferocity, ferocity. In color guard, she can smile, she can press. I mean, there's more of a range.
Color guard is the visual element to the music that you hear. So if we're in the marching band and we're playing I Love Rock and Roll or something classical, you see our things go around. We're trying to be that visual artistic element to what you hear.
Taekwondo, I'm leaning away from it because I've done it for so long, but color guard, I want to do it until I'm a senior.
I think that Rebecca is going to have a great career here. She is an interesting student because she never stops wanting to know what's next.
Based on past accomplishments, what's next for Rebecca most likely includes more championship performances.
My goal was a world championship. My first goal was to get to a black belt, and I did that. And then the world championship, sometimes I felt like I couldn't get there, but I did. So you just gotta not give up on your dreams, you know? Go out there and put in your all and practice and do what you can, do your best, and it'll pay off for sure.